Oh, brother, I believe I just found the holy grail of all incel videos on the internet to this day. This video was made 9 years ago, and it's an incel documentary. I watched a couple seconds of it real quick just to see if it's the type of video I should react to, and it definitely is. I've been waiting all day to react to this video. So let's go ahead and get right into this video. By the way, someone needs to get this man some WD-40 for his lips because, bro, them shit's drier than the Sahara Desert.
See these people, other love shy males in my real life that often. And even if I did, I mean...
They call it love shy. They say it's called love shy. No, it's called being a pussy.
Even if I could relate to their situation, it would be like, then what?
What do you have to offer a woman?
As of now, nothing. I don't have a job.
Hey, yo, why he kind of... why he low-key have the same fucking shirt as me? What's going on here, brother? What's going on?
I am ugly, so my value right now is 0.
Have you...
So what are you gonna do about it? You got no job? You got no fucking hustle? Are you gonna do anything about it? Or are you just gonna stay exactly where you're at? You're ugly? Oh well, are you gonna work on it? Are you gonna do something about it?
approached many women?
Oh, many.
And what was the result?
Rejection 100% of the time. I would start talking to a girl, and immediately she would give me fuck off signals. She would, pull out her cell phone, just start texting her friends, and just hope I would go away. I don't approach...
This was 9 years ago, but this was in 2015. But he has a flip phone? I mean, the quality looks like it's older. If he had a flip phone in 2015, then I don't know what's going on, but it's kind of strange.
Push that much anymore because, I've had over 1,000 rejections in real life, 2,000 rejections online, so that's 3,000 rejections total.
Okay, guys, so I know someone's in the comment going to be saying like, oh, bro, you say to approach a lot of women, right? And listen, when I say to approach a lot of women, the point is not to do the same shit over and over again. My point is not be a fucking loser, look like a loser, don't work on yourself at all, approach women, and if you fucking suck, keep doing the same shit thousands of times, because that's the definition of insanity. You're never going to get anywhere. The point of you going out there talking to more women, my point is to improve something every time you fail, every time you get rejected. And in reality, you didn't fail. The only time you fail is when you tuck your nuts and you don't go and talk to that woman that you find attractive. That's not a failure. If you go talk to her and she rejects you, you did not fail. But you can learn something from that rejection. You can learn and say, what could I have done better? Was my approach kind of weak? Did I come off kind of nervous? Was my tone kind of like meek? Or did I sound confident? Was my body language confident? And the point is to continue improving every single time you get rejected. For example, he said he's gotten rejected 1,000 times in person. If you don't have the proper plan, if you're not fixing your errors and your mistakes, then you're never going to get there. If you're trying to get from Florida to New York and you don't have the right blueprint, you're going to end up in fucking Alaska. But if you look at the GPS, you change the direction, you're like, oh shit, I had Alaska on the GPS. Let me change it to New York. It doesn't matter. You're going to get there. Whether you go slow or fast, you're going to get there as long as you don't quit. It's the same thing with this. If you want to get better at talking to women, you talk to more women and you see what you can improve every single time that you don't get what you want. It's okay. And listen, the mindset is there's going to be women out there who don't fuck with you simply just because of you're not their type, right? Maybe they like a sexy chocolate Puerto Rican man. Well, not sexy caramel Puerto Rican man like myself. Okay, that's not their type. No worries. There's going to be those women who you're just not their type. No problem. There's going to be the women who you might be their type, but you're doing something wrong. Fix what you're doing wrong and you'll see results.
Did you count in real life?
I'm approximating. That's not a real word. We're redoing that. Ask a question again.
Did bro just... No, wait. Did I just see that correctly?
I'm approximating. That's not a real word. We're redoing that.
Okay, brother. One thing I'm going to say right now is just remove that shit from your actions, whatever you do. I had a guy do that to me one time in door to door, right? Because I do door to door. I've done it for almost 2 years, and plus I am someone who experiences rejection more than anyone on this earth. Because anyone who does door to door experiences rejection every single day. So stop being a pussy. Rejection doesn't mean shit if you make your own definition of who you are and you're confident about yourself. But I had someone fucking do that shit. Grown ass man, old man. I'm like, what the fuck kind of lame ass shit is that? Like, dog, are we in a fucking basketball game? Like, come on, remove that.
Ask a question again. I aim as low as possible. I aim for obese women, ugly women, ideally ugly and obese. You know, I aim for the bottom of the barrel because...
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You couldn't fucking torture me to get that information out of me. You couldn't lay me down, pull my teeth out, rip my nails off, burn me. You couldn't do it. I just would not give up that information. Yeah, I just go for the ugliest fucking behemoth looking women who are fat as fuck. They look like they belong on the 500-pound life. Like, dog, have some higher standards for yourself.
You know, I realize that I'm ugly. Pretty boys get women, like your sound guy. And this is the alternative.
And like, I'm not saying that if you are not the most handsome guy in the world, you're gonna be pulling 10 out of 10 baddies. Like you're not going to attract the 10 out of 10 baddies. I'm not saying you can't make it happen, because I'm sure there's an ugly guy out there with a super bad bitch. But guess what? I'm not saying that you're gonna get the fucking biggest, the most beautiful fucking women in the world. But you should not be an incel. You should not be an incel. That doesn't mean that you're gonna get the ugliest woman on earth. That doesn't mean that you're gonna get the most beautiful woman on earth. But you should not be an incel. You should be with a woman that you're attracted to. And it all starts with you putting an effort into yourself, because it doesn't really look like he puts in any effort into how he looks.
He's like, yeah. Turned to him. See, he gets women because, see, I knew the moment I looked at him that he's not incel. I'm jealous.
That's the player?
Alright, this is GeneriCon. It is, in fact, a generic convention.
It's the only time during the year when I can totally geek out and nobody notices.
Have either of you heard of love shines before this?
Actually, I haven't. To be perfectly honest, I had no idea.
When I was in high school, I wasn't the most popular guy until the end of the years, and at that point, no girls really were interested in me. In college, I spent 2 years in a 2-year school where nobody really hung out, and by the time I went into the 4-year school, everybody...
Listen, man, listen, I gotta say, okay? You might say I'm fucked up for this, but I gotta say it, okay? If you are someone who is going through this shit and fucking speaks like that, like the girls are fucking, and every year I cannot get any women, like dog, you gotta work on that shit. Alright, so I had to pause the video really quick because someone's car alarm was going off like crazy, and I'm not trying to have that in the video. So what I was saying is, if you're someone who talks like that, I don't get any girls, and like, dog, there has to be something that you can do about that. If I had that problem, we all start off with some sort of problem. Some guys start off fat. Some guys start off like this, saying girls and years, and that just makes you sound infantile. For me, I wasn't the most social guy. I had to work on my social skills. Now I'm at a point where I'm super confident about them. When I was younger, I have genetics to be very, very skinny. So I was very skinny. I didn't have the best looks. So these were my problems that I had to work on. But if I was given that problem, where I was talking like that from a young age, and I'm a grown-ass man, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? I got the girls and the years. Like, no fucking way. There has to be. I don't give a fuck if you tell me that the studies say that, no, you cannot do that. Listen, I would not accept that every single day for a whole year, 2 years, however long it takes. I don't care if I have to do it for 3 hours a day. I'd sit there and I practice. Girls until I can fucking speak correctly. Like, there's no way you're going to go on a date. I don't care how fucking confident you are. There might be a guy out there doing it, but to be honest, if you haven't worked on this, then you're gonna be going on dates and it's just not gonna be giving off that sexual vibe because it sounds too infantile. With to not be able to say your R's, like there has to be something that you can do about it. Don't say in the comments that you can't. I'm sure you haven't even tried.
And then the job came. I started the same day as a girl that I really wasn't interested in. 3 months in, I started to get interested in her, and she was interested in me. Except when I got interested in her, she stopped being interested in me. And because of this whole lack of experience and naivete, I spent the next year and a half pining for her, unknowingly. And then after that, I just kind of went with the flow, and whatever happened, happened, so.
Oh, we're getting into the forum now.
It's a place to vent. I mean, it's just a place to socialize with
Loveshy.com. Instead of, I know you guys have heard that you are who you hang around. I know you guys have heard that. Instead of being a fucking loser and sitting around with other losers talking about loser shit like most average people do, instead hang around people or get inspired by people who are better than you in the area that you want to be better at. Because you're not going to get better if you guys are on here talking about the girls don't like me. I don't think any of the girls like me. Yeah, bro, me too. The girls don't like me. Like, you're not going to get better. All you guys are going to do is sit there and complain about your fucking problems, and you don't get better at anything by complaining about the problem. You don't focus on the problem, you focus on the solution. Focus on the solution. There's plenty of solutions out there to your problem, and sitting around venting about your problems is not going to help you in any way. As a grown-ass man, you should make it. We're going into 2025 right now. You should make it your goal to not have any excuse, never let an excuse come out of your mouth, and never complain. Simple.
other incels who suffer from the same problem I do.
It's a place where, you know, people go put things that are like completely hidden from most other places. There's a lot of negative emotions that you can see there. There's a lot of depression, a lot of anger, a lot of hopelessness. I think the general consensus, though, is that the posters who are more controversial don't really fall under the love shy umbrella. Like, they would fall under something called INCEL.
Oh my goodness, bro. These fucking terms. Love shy, incel, doomerism, black pill, green pill, yellow pill, men going their own way. Like, dog, you gotta understand, what is someone who is a genius? A genius is someone who can make something that's so complicated to everyone else and make it simple. So I'll make it simple for you, okay? There's being a pussy and there's not being a pussy. So every time that you are nervous to talk to a woman, you have to ask yourself this question. Let's just say your name is John or Gary or whatever the fuck your name is. Oh, John, do you want to be a pussy? No. So go approach that woman. Ah, fuck, I don't feel like it. Bro, don't be a pussy. Come on, just talk to yourself this way. Say, come on, don't be a pussy. Go do it. Go do it. And then you end up doing it and you start to see yourself improve. So that's it. It's that simple. You're either a pussy or you're not. Ask yourself, do you want to be a pussy? Don't fucking make up all these random ass fucking terms. And you better hope that if you ever get a woman, she doesn't find out that you fucking have all these made up terms like, oh, doomerism and black pill and green pill and men going their own way, because she's going to be like, what the fuck?
The two terms aren't synonymous. Occasionally you can have a guy that isn't ugly and might not be able to get girls because, you know, he just never approaches.
They almost like they're the opposite of
Because he lacks confidence.
love shy, whereas like they approach all kinds of women and always get rejected.
There are just so many different personalities on there, and a lot of the times our personalities collide. That's why there's so many flame wars, but it's all in good humor most of the time.
For a supposed support forum, it tends to sometimes have the opposite effect more than it probably should, I think.
Yeah, because it's a bunch of losers talking about loser shit. Instead of getting around some winners, you're talking with a bunch of losers. Listen, Low-level people, they focus on other people. All they do all day is just talk about other people. If you look at anyone who is a low-level person, look at them, realize all they do is just talk about other people. That's it. And then people in the middle, they talk about like the news, the football game, the basketball game. And then people who are high level, they're focusing on how they can improve. They're focused on themselves. They're focused on talking to other people who are like-minded on how they can improve, on how they can make some money. But the low-level people, all they do is talk about other people. And this is what these guys are doing pretty much. They're talking about their fucking problems all day.
Bathroom. Didn't know what to do.
Just do this.
PUA is using certain body languages.
And fellas, I am not, for anyone who's new to this channel, I am not no fucking PUA. I am not no FUA, no GUA, whatever the fuck term y'all got. I am just a man trying to wake up other men who are acting like fucking pussies. That's it. I don't call myself a YouTuber. I don't call myself a pickup artist. I don't call myself any of these fucking terms. I don't call myself a red pillar. I don't call myself a green pillar. I don't call myself any of this shit. I'm simply just a man trying to wake up other men. YouTube is the platform to where I can get my message across to other men. It's that simple. And that's how you guys should live your life. Don't overcomplicate shit with all these titles and all these made up words and terms. And like, y'all are making it way too complicated.
Certain dress fashion senses and certain words to basically seduce a woman.
How long have you been training as PUA?
Couple months now.
Do you want to explain any terminology they have?
All right. Well, when two pickup
We got the fucking Tiger King as a fucking pickup artist in training. What kind of shit is this?
artists go out into the field looking for women, the terminology used is sarging.
You know, if guys are into it just because they want to improve themselves or whatever, and they're using
See what I'm saying? All these terms? Sarging? What the fuck is this?
this as their like motivation or whatever, I think that's fine. But it's when you get all obsessed with it that I think it gets ridiculous.
Every day is a sarge for me.
The way I see it, you gotta be yourself on dates because that's
Oh
what you
my goodness. What the fuck is this guy wearing? This man looks like a fucking pirate. I'm all for being yourself, but this motherfucker looks like he's a doctor in the fucking Black Plague days. Like, what's going on? What do you have on your head, dog? What are you wearing? Look yourself in the mirror and say, what the fuck are you wearing, Gary?
I end up with anyways. So picking up artists, it's all scam.
How are you gonna know what you want if you don't know who you are?
I would say that PUA is analogous to get-rich-quick schemes. You see, with get-rich-quick schemes, they promise you the moon and the sun. They promise that you can...
Take it slower, you know?
No, I gotta talk fast.
You gotta talk fast?
Yes, I have to come off as intelligent as possible. This is an ego thing with me.
But people
What?
can talk slowly and still be intelligent.
No.
I believe that a military-style PUA camp should be created for these guys that you term as you've used the term.
A military style boot camp? Wait a minute. Let's let him cook. Let's let him cook. Maybe he has an idea. Let's hear what he got to say.
Incels or involuntary celibates. So my plan for PUA camp.
This is dead ass. Like, the first time that I ever got a referral as a kid in second grade was when I first discovered porn. And I drew this fucking stick figure, fucking some chick. I was a little hornball back in the day. And I got a referral for it. These are grown ass men drawing these shit. I drew some fucking stick figures like this when I was a kid.
Camp would be similar to how they do initiation night at the Citadel. I would have all the incels and love shies all basically huddled in like cattle into a room. Like these guys would be like standing together like cattle in a cattle pen.
Okay.
And these guys who I'm going to call the drill sergeants would be in there confiscating all their World of Warcraft shit, all their Dungeons and Dragons shit. And
brother, if you're watching this, reach out to me. I'd like to be a drill sergeant. I'd like to partake in this business idea. Let's fucking make it happen. These fucking incels hate me, even though I'm trying to help them. But all the incels, for the most part, well, not all. There's probably some that actually appreciate my content. But a lot of the incels, they hate me in my comments. They even make videos about me. Listen, brother, if you're watching this video 9 years later, hit me up. Let's make this shit happen. I'll be the fucking drill sergeant. I'll be like, go talk to that fucking woman. And he'll be like, but whoa, I can't fucking do it. And I'll be like, stop saying your fucking R's. Like, say your fucking R's. Get on the floor. I'll coach these motherfuckers boot camp style like they're in the fucking military. Let's make it happen. Hit me up.
And they'd put it in a big fucking bonfire and burn it. Then I'd have these pictures of just these beautiful women in the nude being fucked by these muscular hot bad boys, and have surround sound playing the sounds of women enjoying sex, you know.
Okay, brother, you lost me. You lost me. The deal is off the table. Don't fucking hit me up. Do not hit me up. The deal has been withdrawn. I thought we could form a partnership, but what kind of shit is this? You're gonna have speakers with women moaning, with drawings of women naked? You lost me. You lost me. You almost had a business plan and you almost had a business partner. But do not fucking hit me up. Do not comment on my videos. Do not subscribe to me. Don't reach out to me, brother.
Fuck me, baby! Fuck me, baby!
What
I'd
the
have neon lights flashing the words. It's all so adorable, but you can't have it. They would break these incels down. You know, just like the military. Break down an incel, build up a PUA. You know, that's what we gotta do. I believe there's 4 types of males in this world. Alphas, betas, gammas, and omegas. Now, omega...
This motherfucker said betas. Alphas, betas, and omegas. Do you hear this?
Males are the lowest kind of males there are. Omegas are what I would call genetic garbage.
You play the Omega, which is the little brother.
What kind of grown-ass man drinks a fucking Capri Sun? If you drink Capri Suns, you are a bitch, okay? Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I'm not gonna lie, that shit looks like you're a little kid, but hey, if you got a Capri Sun, fucking drink it, but probably don't do that shit in front of the huz, okay? Alright, cause I don't know. That shit just looks like you're like a toddler. Nah, I'm just fucking around. Drink whatever the fuck you want to drink.
No. Not little brother. Village idiot.
So that's what I aim for. Is the guy everybody makes fun of as the Joker, right? The Joker of the group, if you will.
Can you explain Omega?
Do you understand the Greek alphabet?
Like, look at these guys. The reason why they're incels is because they put in zero fucking effort. Zero effort at all. Look at them. Look at this guy. No effort. Look at this guy. No effort. Look at this guy.
So that's what I aim for. Is the guy
Zero
everybody
effort.
makes fun of as the Joker, right? The Joker of the group, if you will.
Can you explain?
No effort. Has a fucking burger shirt. Like, dog, you're a grown-ass man. You shouldn't be wearing these teenager graphic tees. Like, I remember when I was in middle school, I used to wear these graphic tees that had, like, funny, stupid-ass shit. Like, oh, for sale, this and that. Like, come on. You're a grown-ass man. Dress your age.
Explain Omega.
Do you understand the Greek alphabet?
Yes.
Okay. Omega is the last. I tried to explain to him.
Omega is the last. Like I was telling you, Omega is the last. The Omega and the betas and the fucking alphas. Like, bro, this is why you're a fucking incel. Because you're talking about alpha and betas. It's fucking betas, idiot. Alphas, betas, omegas. Like, just understand. You're either a man or you're a pussy. Don't pussy out. If you're doing pussy shit, you can change that. You have a dick and balls, but you just gotta let your nuts hang. You gotta let them drop on the floor and drag them when you walk. Okay? Walk in that motherfucking place like you own the place. And understand, every time that you bitch out, you're being a bitch because your actions are making you a bitch. But if you say, I'm not a bitch, I'm not a pussy, I'm going to change that, and you start taking the actions of a man, of what a man actually does, not living in fear, not letting fear control you, then you can actually change it. And change that fucking speech impediment. I'm sure you can change that. I don't care what anyone says. People in the comments are going to say, no, you can't. The studies. Fuck the studies. Okay, if I had that problem, I don't care if it took me 10 years. You cannot tell me that after 10 years of practicing conscious effort every single day, you cannot make it happen. Come on.
Using the wolf pack analogy, alpha and beta are usually the two dominant wolves. And then in most wolf packs, there's omega, which is usually the last to feed, the last to get mates, last for other stuff.
We all take our turns down at the bottom. So.
But you tend to stay there.
I have to learn to gain more confidence around you guys and to try to build my...
Not just us, in general.
Yeah.
This is a lifestyle. Going back to the... We'll see that.
Bro said, this is a lifestyle.
Too.
It's always interesting to meet people in real life that you only know from the internet. You just want to see how it translates in real life.
Something he will never ever need in his life.
I've already needed one.
Yeah,
Well,
back in
during
during the Clinton administration.
Look, if I needed one 8 months ago, okay? I just didn't have one, and I was too lazy to go get one. And also, I did have chances in college while Bush was president, but I just was too much of a wuss.
Well, that's the internet for you. Here we are, 5 friends who met from the internet, except for Kyle.
Stay focused. Stay focused.
Well, there are several do's and don'ts about getting laid at a nightclub. I'll list them out for you. Here are the do's. Be attractive. Be hot. Be good looking. Be muscular. Basically, I can tell you're an incel by looking at you. Pale. I think being pale is a big sign of it. Don't.
That's true. Because if you're pale, what does that mean? That means you never get any sun. So what does that mean? That means you never leave the house. So if you're pale as fuck, that's going to send off the message that this guy probably stays all day at home and beats his meat watching porn.
Don'ts. These are the don'ts. Don't be unattractive. Don't be average looking. Don't have pale skin. Because that also gives off the creepy serial killer vibe, you know?
I don't know where you keep getting this.
Yep. Well, if you follow those rules, you're pretty much guaranteed a free lay every time you walk into the club.
A free lay. Any guy who uses that terminology. A lay. My lay count is this much. You are a fucking geek.
It's all in your control. Learn how to sleep and hit the weights. And wear clothes like Kyle. Listen to this music, guys.
What is this music?
It's just beautiful music.
What the fuck is this guy wearing? Do these guys not see themselves in the mirror? Like, I ask this question when I see them. Do they not ask themselves the same question? Do they not have zero self-awareness? Do they not look in the mirror and say, Gary Bartholomew the Third, what the fuck are you wearing, dog?
Check. She's not fat.
She wasn't fat.
Jeez, no wonder. Maybe he's got like distorted vision.
What, my vision?
Yeah, you just see every chick as being fat.
Oh,
This is probably that cheap, right?
okay. Look what Kyle's wearing. He's got this polo on, it's fitting. He's got nice jeans on. He's got flat bottom sneakers with the Nike check. He's got this nice jacket here. Your clothes are just awful.
Yeah, and he looks like a fucking werewolf with that hair.
When some guys are like, why can't I get girls? They'll be like, oh.
Maybe because all you guys look like y'all are about to shoot up the mall. Like, if I saw you guys, I'd be on high alert. I'd be ready. I'd be on go. If I see these motherfuckers walk into the mall with these coats huddled up in this group, I would be on point. I'd already know what time it is. These motherfuckers are about to shoot up the mall. These motherfuckers are about to shoot up the school, whatever the case may be. But maybe don't look like a bunch of, mass murderers.
Oh, it must be my looks. No, it must be my personality. Looks and personality are not mutually exclusive. In curing one, you cure the other. Well, hello. It's UWT here, and we're in the mall giving Michael a makeover because he's fucking ugly.
Damn.
Not anymore. Once we're done, we'll transform this
Michael just got cooked. He said he's fucking ugly.
into a stud. Peace out, niggas.
Fuck you too, idiot.
Three pair of these. The kind of guy who would wear Converse sneakers. That's a sergeant tie, sergeant shirt. The flat bottom soles are in, right, Scott?
That's a sarging tie. I forgot sarging for them means going up to a woman and just talking to her.
Nah, this nigga needs to get some fresh J's.
No way. Did he really just say that? What did he just say? What did he say?
Soles are in, right, Scott?
Nah, this nigga needs to get some fresh J's.
Hey, yo, I was not expecting that.
Fresh J's on this nigga.
What the hell are fresh J's?
Men's shoes are very important. Get the fuck out of the way. And why are shoes important? Turn the camera around. Say it to the camera. Why are shoes important?
I don't know.
You know the answer. Just what's the answer? What's the first thing a woman notices? It certainly isn't personality, so.
It's not the first thing a woman notices.
It's shoes. Just say it's shoes.
Bro, these guys, they have no confidence. They think it's external things. Listen, back in the day, I've picked women up in Skechers. Coming off work. Coming off my fucking shift. In Skechers. And they don't even fucking notice. They don't even notice what shoes you have on if you're exuding the confidence that a man should exude. If that confidence is oozing through your pores, if you're not a fucking omega or a beta, if you're just a confident man, you talk smoothly, you look her in your eyes, you just look confident. Obviously, you work on yourself and you look attractive. She won't even fucking notice your shoes. Okay? Now, I'm not saying you should be dressed like a bum. But what I'm saying is, what explanation do you have for that? If I've picked up a woman, a bad bitch in Skechers, what explanation do you have? It's the shoes? Do you really think it's the shoes? No, it's not the shoes. Of course. Make sure you look good, you look clean. But all you need is to know how to speak properly, to be confident, to look her in her eyes, to get to the fucking point. Because that first guy was talking about, oh yeah, they pull out their phone and they start typing stuff and they just give me fuck off vibes. Yeah, maybe because you're going up to her, you're probably talking about random shit. You have no type of way of leading the conversation where you want it to go. You're not being direct. So you're probably there like, so how's your day? And yeah, and what's your favorite color? And, okay. And she's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He's a weirdo. She's probably calling 911.
Just stay with the first thing.
You weren't supposed to wear all the items at once. Hey, excuse me. What do you think of this? I told him it looks terrible.
It's comfortable.
Yeah, I get a picture.
It's not a bad idea, but I don't think what I need I'm going to get from these guys. I have a feeling we're going after a different kind of...
Look?
No. As I was saying, I have a feeling we are going after a different kind of female and what we're trying to attract.
So what are you trying to attract? A fat bitch? Like you're trying to attract an attractive woman, right?
Are you trying to go after someone who
Yeah, what kind of
will
girls
love
do
you
like?
for you?
Never answer that.
Do you think looks matter? I think personality probably matters more.
My looks are the only reason I am incel.
I feel like for the most part, being sort of shy and introverted is not attractive.
I think looks is...
For sure. Being introverted, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because I'm an introvert. But being an introvert and having no social skills are not linked. You can be an introvert, meaning you don't really like to fucking have a bunch of friends, talk to people about just shallow shit, have a bunch of acquaintances, but you can still work on your social skills. So the reason why these guys are incels is because, like he said, he's shy, probably has no type of confidence, he's always looking down. And I'm not saying that these guys are the most handsome guys in the world. Like, they obviously have a lot of work to do in the looks department. Okay, they have a lot of work to do in the looks department. They have a lot of work to do in the fashion department. They have a lot of work to do. But still, their personality needs to be improved.
95% face.
I feel it's better to be socially able.
You know, a chin that's balanced, facial thirds that are balanced.
I feel like my life is kind of like a mess. I'm like, I think that, you know, why, if I was a woman, would I want to date me, someone like that? I'm like, no.
I'm tall and slender in girls like that, but, you know, face is 95% of everything. If you don't have a good face, you're done.
Why do you think Advance is so obsessed with his face?
Maybe because his face is something that he can't really change.
But he can and will change it.
Well, with plastic surgery. Yeah.
Like, look at bro in the back. Let me see if he's in frame. Like, bro in the back over here looks like a woman. Dog, cut your hair. Make sure you get a little tan or something, because you look like a woman. Your body fat percentage is probably higher than it should be. So you look fluffy. You have this long ass weird looking hair. You're super pale. You look like a woman, bro.
But that's like one of those things that it's like making a film. I want to be a filmmaker, but making a film is such a hassle that I can always come up with an excuse not to do it.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, I made a couple films too, but
I already got around with Clancy, so... I have a Photoshop picture where I shortened my face, I made my canthal tilt positive. I'd like to have my...
These guys and all these terms, the canthal tilt, the eyebrows are about this high, and the three facial thirds are about this long. Like, what are you doing?
Neanderthal brow, grinded down. I'd like a canthoplasty, which is when they lift the corners of the eyes. I might decide to get a revision right.
This man turned himself into a fucking Bratz doll.
Plasty.
I'm gonna wear the shirt that Ed doesn't like just to piss him off.
After I get cosmetic surgery, I'm gonna wear this shirt when I approach women, and I'm gonna get their number right in front of your face.
Instead of going for cosmetic surgery, work out. Look at you, dog. Work out. Don't worry about cosmetic surgery. I promise you, your face will change when you start to work out and when you start to eat right. My face changed. Back in the day, when I was on perks, when I was on pills, doing drugs, not working out, guess what? My face was chubbier. And I'm sure you could see it on one of my shorts if you go down and scroll down. But my face got more chiseled the moment that I went on a deficit and I worked out every single day. So do that before you do some cosmetic surgery.
So how are you gonna afford cosmetic surgery?
Hopefully I'll get a job someday.
Yeah, but you'll be old and ugly by then.
And then I'll need a facelift. I know more about fat chicks than probably anyone on the planet. Like, I could write a book on them. I look at ugly fat chicks and I see how easily they get men, and you know, sometimes that makes me angry.
Do you ever resent women?
Sometimes I do because of how easy they have it and how hard we have it in comparison.
What makes you an expert on women, having never touched a girl, kissed a girl, or had sex with a girl, or been in a relationship with a girl?
You don't need experience to know about something. Sometimes when I'm in social circles, there are girls around and I observe them. And that's what a lot of what I base my theories on.
Sex, I don't think most women like sex. I think it's something that they do just I don't know, just because. I mean, like, the guy wants it, I guess. I don't know.
Nope, not true. Sorry, buddy, but you have no experience in this department. Women love sex. You're a woman, right? If you have a woman, if there's some woman out there who you're in the friend zone, best believe she has sexual desires. She has some dirty sexual thoughts all the time. She's always thinking about it. And if you're not the guy that's giving it to her, then someone else is going to be the guy. That's a telltale sign that your woman is cheating on you. If she never wants to sleep with you. Your woman should always want to sleep with you more than you want to sleep with her. Because I'm not saying that you should be unattracted to her, but as men, we bust one or two and we're done. We're tapped out. Women, they have sexual desires just as much as men do. But society has made them to where now you can't really, right? There's going to be those fucking sluts who are proud to be sluts and they portray it all over Instagram. But the average woman who wants to be seen like a good girl who has a father in her life, she's not going to want to show that, but she has it. Trust me. The ones that look the shyest are the freakiest.
Oh, I mean, women don't have high sex drive.
Yes, they
I don't
do.
know.
What are you talking about, bro? This is the thing about incels. They formulate their opinions when they have zero results. There's going to be some incel in the comment trying to dispute everything I'm saying. And it's like, what are you basing your thoughts on? Zero experience? Zero results? Like, come on, be real.
I think you have somewhat feminist views, but I mean, that's it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I agree that women are people.
No, see? That's bullshit. And if you don't realize that, then you've been brainwashed.
Do you think that women ever have trouble finding love?
Nope.
What about sex?
That's even easier. That's like shooting a dead fish in a barrel. When you have a machine gun, infinite ammo.
If a woman wanted to get sex, she could go to a grocery store and ask any of the male cashiers, and I'm sure they all would, even the married ones, even the Catholic married ones.
I would do anything just for a 300-pound ugly white girl. I would fight in the front lines, the bloodiest battle the world has ever seen, and come back with no limbs if it meant that would guarantee me an ugly fat chick for life.
Women are women.
Oh my
Men are
goodness.
men. You're still humans. They're not some special, they're not some thing to be placed on a pedestal. And I'll tell you one thing, women think the same thing about men sometimes. If you can put yourself in the female perspective, you'll realize that they, at occasion, are just as nervous about finding a mate as you are.
Actually, my problem has been I've only been around people who felt like that. Like most of the friends that I was close to were either married or had no social. We're not in any dating scenarios.
Yeah,
like
but I didn't get born married.
Right, but I wasn't around people when they were.
Wait a second. Why did he just say that and it came off as if he doesn't even... Is he faking this speech pattern?
I didn't get born married.
I didn't get born married. Why did he just speak normally for a second? See? He can make it happen. What is all this other time where he's talking about I didn't get born married when he just said I didn't get born married? I'm sure if he practices that more, he can make it happen.
Right, but I wasn't around people when they were.
I got born married to her. That was just really weird.
You must explain the cake.
No, we don't have to talk about the cake.
You need to talk about the cake. Come on.
It was a vagina cake.
It was in fact a vagina cake.
And they specifically saved the special portion for me.
Uh-huh.
And I tried eating this thing, and it was like, oh yeah, it's not gonna be a problem. I'm gonna lick it and everything. It'll be hilarious. And then I go and I just got red in the face and choked. I couldn't do it. I'm just.
Bro couldn't even eat the coochie cake. Bro was scared to eat the coochie cake.
Yes.
Incels like soft porn because they've never seen a vagina. The most of them I've ever seen is like a girl in a bikini. So they're going to end up jerking off to that because that's what they've seen in real life, because a vagina and titties, because they've never seen those IRL, is kind of scary to them.
I think there's some projection going on here. You're the one who's afraid of vaginas. Oh wait, you're the one that just reminded me of the threat. I'm terrified of female genitals. I totally forgot about that.
I just don't like looking at them.
Guys just want to fuck them. They don't want to like look at them. They look like
They don't.
meat sockets.
humping ugly.
They're not beautiful. They're not.
Do you like the way dicks look, Sarah?
Yeah, they're fine.
They're fine.
Let us look at pictures of. Oh God, I can't even look at it. I'm serious. Like I Google vaginas and I get this fucking picture. I can't even fucking look at it. I don't like looking at them. They're too low.
Guys probably don't.
They're too low?
Yes.
What do you mean they're too low?
I wish they were parallel with my dick. Sugar magnolia blossoms bloom and heads all empty and I don't care.
Wait,
Saw my baby down.
Why did you think you were incel before and love shy now?
Because I used to be incel and now I'm love shy.
But when was like the turning point?
When I got muscles and better clothes.
Do you think you'd be able to hide that you're a virgin when you lose it?
You mean if? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think I can hide it.
He hasn't even lost his virginity and he's supposedly a pickup artist in training? What's going on here?
Well, no, actually, I don't know if I can. So Lori starts complaining to me, and she doesn't know I'm a virgin. She's like, I can't believe I had to take his virginity away. I mean, I'm all cool with guys being virgins if it's because of their religious beliefs, but if a guy just can't find someone to have sex with him, that's pretty pathetic. And I mean, that's just the truth of how they feel about it, you know?
So do you feel as though you're a good lover?
I'm sure I could be if I had the chance.
I know what goes on. I mean,
one thing to stop doing is fidgeting so much. Like this guy is sitting there playing with some candle top and he's like talking and fidgeting and he's like stop fidgeting so much. Just be cool, calm, and collected.
The penis enters the vagina, thrust, question mark, profit.
Yo ho, let the winds blow, just hear the ocean roar. We're sailing to a better land, to be INCEL no more. Ahoy, we sail the seas. I'll yell out land ho soon. We'll dock on the shores and unzip our drawers and get some hijabi poon.
The perfect life. I'm trying to think of what I want to say about that because I don't know if I should get into my fantasies.
Cut back for his face looked like a whore.
I'd like to be like a very androgynous Korean guy who has like a stalker girlfriend. You're not putting that name. You're not, right?
There was urban white trash who wanted muscles and cash and made jokes about his poos.
Yeah, Vegeta. Who's Vegeta, right?
You know, I actually spoke to the guy who was the voice of Vegeta. I used to be a bartender back in the days, and there was this guy. He came in and he was speaking, and he was ordering a drink or whatever. And I was like, man, you should be a voice actor. Like, you have a very distinct voice. And he said, I am a voice actor. And I was like, oh, really? What shows have you done? And he's like, I was the voice actor for Vegeta. And I looked it up. I typed in voice actor for Vegeta, and it was him. It was not the newer guy, but like the guy before of the original one. I was like, that's crazy.
I'm somebody else from the forum. Can you guess who? Let's play a game, Vegeta 2.
The reason I'm outgoing now is just because you guys already know the worst shit about me that you could possibly find out and use against me. I'm shy around people I'm trying to impress because, you know, for me it's just a big game, you know. Just a little nervous about this documentary. I got the 2:30 feeling.
What are you nervous will happen in the documentary?
You're gonna put it on the news and...
Investigative reporter uncovering dens of misogyny. She infiltrated their ranks, exposed one of their most outspoken members under the handle of urban white trash.
They say in that Hallelujah song, the one that's like, I heard there was a secret. Yeah, I figured you'd be a fan of that song.
I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan? Oh, okay. Well, there's a line that goes, maybe there's a God above, but all I ever learned from love was how to shoot at someone who outdrew you.
By the way, guys, don't forget to drop a like on the video. If you've been watching this far and you liked the video, drop a like, leave a comment, leave me your thoughts down below. And also, if you want to get in contact with me, hit me up on Instagram at OptimalManCoaching. I respond to all of my DMs.
I don't even know what that means, but
I recognize that. I know that.
that's kind of how I feel about everything.
I don't think I'll ever run into a duplicate. I'll never run into somebody, oh, you remind me of Advanced, or you remind me of, Urban White Trash. They're unique, for better or worse, which is not, I don't think it's that common. I think most people, I don't know, maybe like people are just like too afraid to be like so crazy. The way these two are, they're unafraid to be crazy.
So, that's my sad little life. What do you guys think?
I just want to be like with one person, and I'd be totally happy, as long as it was like a good relationship, and the rest of it just wouldn't matter. I get overwhelmed, and I think I should just quit. I don't do anything because I'm like, well, what's the point?
Yeah, and that's the mindset that these guys have, is just a quitter's mindset. That's all the haters are. Haters are just quitters. They get mad at you because you didn't quit, but they did.
So I just figure, why even try? What's the motivation?
I think I should have jumped off while you were doing the pan. I see it as like, abstract art. That's what art is all about. It's like the ultimate art project, is to kill yourself by jumping onto a pavement and splattering yourself, I think. Aren't I cheery?
Alright guys, that's enough for today. Like the video, comment down below, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.